Climate change is real, it's serious. Throughout the world, temperature is rising, but inside the cities, it is rising more in comparison to rural and suburban areas. Statistics are showing that extreme heat kills more people than any other type of weather related event. Hi everyone, this is Anuj Tiwari and I'm a research associate at Discovery Partners Institute, University of Illinois System at Chicago. Today I'm here to discuss one of my recent study on urban heat vulnerability modeling for the city of Chicago. The aim of this study is to thoroughly investigate the perspective of urban climatologists and urban planners while developing a heat vulnerability index for public health decision making in the city of Chicago. In this index, we used increasing temperature trend and urban heat island persistence as two key parameters to describe the impact of urban heating. We find that more than 85% of the census tract in the city of Chicago suffering from the increasing trend of land surface temperature. Michigan Lake breezes have an important impact of urban heat island formation, and west and some census tract of South Chicago having major problem of urban heat island. We also investigated the influence of local climate, transportation, urban, industrial and surface parameter on increasing temperature trend and persistence urban heat island. Our findings describe that local climatic parameters like minimum and maximum air temperature, solar radiation, wind speed are primarily responsible for increasing trend of temperature, while local transportation parameters like bus stop density and road density together with local climatic parameters are responsible for urban heat island in Chicago. Further, to develop a heat vulnerability index, we mapped the heat mortalities in last 3 decades and used them together with urban heat island persistence, increasing temperature trend, social vulnerability, and health parameters like high BP, coronary disease, stroke, mental health, etc. Our machine learning model are describing that changing temperature, high BP problem, and minority status are some of the most influencing parameters responsible for high mortalities in Chicago. Our vulnerability index describes that more than 42% census tracts, especially in the South and West Chicago, having very high and high heat vulnerability. Our analysis also conclude that in Chicago, racial minorities are especially suffering from the disproportionate impact of urban heating. But we are not able to find any significant relationship between heat vulnerability and poverty. I request everyone to please use our heat vulnerability dashboard and find out the impact of changing temperature, urban heat island, and of course, the heat vulnerability of your census tract. Thank you.